Hey math fans! In Lesson 70, we explain step by step how to rewrite a limit expression as a solvable differential equation, and then determine the image of any input x belonging to the domain of f. This technique is essential for exams like JEE Advanced, AP Calculus, BC, and university math competitions. Here is our problem statement. Let f be a continuously differentiable function defined on the positive real numbers, such that f of 1 equals 2. Suppose f satisfies the condition, the limit as t approaches x of the quantity t squared times f of x minus x squared times f of t, all divided by t minus x, equals 1 for all x greater than 0. Can you evaluate the exact value of f of 2? Now, solve. Well, before initiating the solution, let us recall that f is a continuously differentiable function defined on the positive real numbers, such that f of 1 equals 2. Regarding the expression of this limit, as t approaches x, the numerator approaches 0, and at the same time, the denominator also approaches 0, yielding the 0 over 0 indeterminate form. Now, students should ask, where do we begin to solve this problem correctly and rapidly? Since f is a continuous and differentiable function for all strictly positive real numbers, and we have the 0 over 0 indeterminate form, we apply L'Hopital's rule, which yields the limit as t approaches x of the derivative with respect to t of t squared times f of x minus x squared times f of t, all divided by the derivative with respect to t of t minus x equals 1. Since we differentiate with respect to t, we consider x as a constant. This gives the limit as t approaches x of the quantity 2t times f of x minus x squared times f prime of t, all divided by 1, equals 1, which can be expressed as the limit as t approaches x of the quantity 2t times f of x minus x squared times f prime of t equals 1. Now, substitute t equals x into the previous expression, the limit as t approaches x of 2t times f of x minus x squared times f prime of t equals 1. We obtain 2x times f of x minus x squared times f prime of x equals 1. At this stage, we rearrange the equation into a standard linear differential equation form. Since x is a strictly positive real number, we divide both sides by negative x squared, f prime of x, minus 2 over x times f of x equals negative 1 over x squared. To make this easier to handle, let y equal f of x. This implies y prime equals f prime of x. Consequently, the previous first-order differential equation can be rewritten equivalently as y prime minus 2 over x times y equals negative 1 over x squared. To solve this first-order differential equation, let us first solve the homogeneous equation y prime minus 2 over x times y equals 0, with x greater than 0. After separating variables, we integrate. Namely, the integral of dy over y equals the integral of 2 over x dx. Since f is defined on the interval from 0 to infinity, taking values in the real numbers, so the antiderivative of these integrals can be expressed as the natural logarithm of the absolute value of y of x equals 2 times the natural logarithm of x plus the natural logarithm of k sub 1, which equals the natural logarithm of x squared plus the natural logarithm of k sub 1. Using the properties of the natural logarithm, This expression also equals the natural logarithm of k sub 1 times x squared. This leads to the absolute value of y of x equals k sub 1 times x squared, where k sub 1 is a strictly positive real number, which can also be expressed as y sub h of x equals k times x squared, where k is a real number, and k can be positive or negative k sub 1. Next, we adopt the variation of constants method to obtain the general solution of the previous first-order differential equation. So, we found that y sub h of x equals k times x squared. Now, let us vary this constant k and write y of x equals k of x times x squared. This implies y prime of x equals k prime of x times x squared plus 2x times k of x. Substitute the expression of y and y prime in the previous differential equation, we obtain k prime of x times x squared plus 2x times k of x minus 2 over x times k of x times x squared equals negative 1 over x squared. After we remark that x in the numerator and x in the denominator cancel out, which yields k prime of x times x squared plus 2x times k of x minus 2 times k of x times x equals negative 1 over x squared. Once again, the terms 2 times x times k of x and negative 2 times k of x times x cancel out, leaving k prime of x times x squared equals negative 1 over x squared, which is equivalent to k prime of x equals negative 1 over x to the fourth. Then we integrate both sides of this equation. This gives k of x equals the integral of dk of x equals negative the integral of dx over x to the fourth. Namely, k of x equals negative the integral of dx over x to the fourth equals negative the integral of x to the negative fourth dx equals negative 1 over negative 3 times x to the negative third, plus a real constant denoted c. Hence, k of x equals 1 over 3x cubed plus a real constant denoted c. So the general solution is y of x equals k of x times x squared equals the quantity 1 over 3x cubed plus c all times x squared, which is equivalent to y of x equals 1 over 3x cubed times x squared plus c times x squared. Or simply, y of x equals 1 over 3x plus c times x squared, where x is greater than 0. Since y equals f of x for all x greater than 0, f of x equals 1 over 3x plus c times x squared. Now let us determine the constant c using the initial condition f of 1 equals 2. This allows us to write f of 1 equals the quantity 1 over 3 times 1 plus c times 1 squared equals 2. Namely, 1 over 3 plus c equals 2, which is equivalent to 1 plus 3c equals 6. And this gives c equals 5 over 3. So finally, the expression of the function f of x is f of x equals 1 over 3x plus 5 over 3 times x squared. As we found the expression of the function f of x, let us determine the exact value of f of 2 by replacing x with 2 in the expression of this function f of x. This means f of 2 equals the quantity 1 over 3 times 2 plus 5 over 3 times 2 squared, which equals 1 over 6 plus 20 over 3, which is equivalent to f of 2 equals 1 over 6 plus 20 times 2 over 3 times 2, which equals 41 over 6. Therefore, f of 2 equals 41 over 6. Well, I hope you enjoyed this step-by-step solution. Keep practicing. Share this lesson with your friends. If this lesson was helpful, we invite you to like, share, and subscribe to Math Olympiad Academy for more advanced problem solving. See you in the next lesson!